Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive.
Ooh, deep dive.
Yeah,
Like,
right into content automation.
love it.
Um, you know how much time it takes to create content, right?
Yeah.
So this is all about how to get off that treadmill,
Mm,
boost your results,
right.
and get some of your time back.
Yeah. I mean, so many entrepreneurs, they get stuck in that cycle,
Right.
just churning it out, no real strategy.
Oh, it's exhausting.
It is. It's exhausting, and it's really not that effective.
Yeah, and this ebook, The Automated Entrepreneur, that's one of the things it talks about,
Mm-hmm.
those pain points.
Yeah.
The time,
Mm,
being inconsistent,
right.
and you kind of lose sight of the big picture when you're just trying to keep up.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important to shift from that reactive mode to something more strategic.
Okay,
Think of content automation as like your secret weapon,
I like that.
not to replace your creativity, but to amplify it and
Right.
free you up to focus on the stuff that matters.
I like that.
The important stuff.
Okay, so the ebook breaks this whole strategic approach down into 4 pillars.
Yes,
I have to admit, it's a framework that makes a lot of sense.
it does.
And it all starts with planning, strategic planning,
Yeah,
which is something I think we all skip over a lot.
we do. It's easy to jump right into the creating part,
Yeah.
but without that plan,
Right.
you're probably wasting a lot of time.
Yeah.
You really got to think about, what are your goals with your content?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you trying to reach?
Yeah.
What kind of content is really going to resonate with those people?
Right. It's like building a house without a blueprint.
Exactly.
You might end up with something, but it's not going to be what you had in mind.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, the second pillar is content creation,
Yes.
but it's systematic content creation.
Strategic and systematic. That's where it gets interesting.
Okay, tell me more.
So this is where you can use systems and tools to be way more efficient.
Okay.
Think about repurposing content you already have, creating templates,
Okay.
or even just delegating some of the work.
Okay.
If you have a team,
That repurposing thing is genius.
it is.
I always thought I had to come up with something new every time I post.
Yeah.
But taking a blog post and turning it into, social media snippets, a short video, or even an infographic, it's crazy.
You're making your content work harder for you.
Right.
It's smart.
It's smart.
And you don't have to sacrifice quality.
That's the key.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the third pillar is automated distribution.
Uh-huh.
So getting the content out there.
Getting it out there efficiently.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is where all those tools like social media schedulers come in.
This is it. Yeah, all the social media schedulers.
There's email marketing platform.
Yes, exactly. Think about it. You can schedule your social media posts weeks in advance.
Oh, wow.
You can set up welcome emails for new subscribers automatically.
That would free up so much time.
It would.
I wouldn't even know what to do with myself.
So much mental space freed up.
But okay, so it's not just about setting it and forgetting it, right?
Right, you can't just set it and forget it.
The fourth pillar is analysis.
Yes. Analysis and optimization.
So making sure it's actually working.
Making sure that content is actually doing what you want it to do.
Right, yeah.
And this is where data is your friend.
Okay.
You can track all the important metrics, see what's working, what's not, and use that information to refine your strategy.
So you just keep getting better?
Keep getting better. So it's not a set it and forget it thing. It's about using data to make decisions and just improve over time.
So we've got the plan, we've got the content, we've got it going out there.
Yes.
And then we're analyzing.
Mm-hmm.
That just feels so much more organized than what I'm doing now.
It is. It's a holistic approach.
Yeah, much better than just scrambling to get something out there.
Yeah, definitely. So now that we have that foundation, let's talk about tools. Let's dive into the tools and technologies that can actually help you bring these pillars to life.
Because the ebook mentions a ton of options.
Right. A ton. It can be a little overwhelming, I know.
Yeah, it's like walking into a candy store.
It is.
Yeah.
Tools for scheduling, email marketing, content creation, analysis, you name it.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, the good news is there are tools for every need and budget.
Okay.
We'll break it down. Don't worry.
Right, perfect. Because I'm already feeling inspired.
Good.
I want to start experimenting.
Awesome.
But before we get into the tools, the ebook mentions something called advanced automation.
Yes.
What is that?
Okay, so that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
That's where we take it to the next level.
Okay.
Creating workflows that are automated. Imagine setting up a series of dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
One action triggers the next.
Okay, I'm listening. Now you've got my attention. Give me an example.
Okay, so let's say someone signs up for your email list, right?
Mm.
That action triggers a welcome email.
Okay.
Then maybe a series of educational emails about your services.
Mm-hmm.
A week later, they're automatically added to a Facebook ad audience based on their interests. You're connecting all the dots.
So it's like this intelligent system that's working in the background.
Yes. nurturing your audience,
Wow.
guiding them towards their goals without you having to lift a finger.
That's really powerful.
It is, and that's just the beginning. The ebook even talks about chatbots for customer service,
Wow.
personalized content that adapts to each user, and AI-driven optimization.
Okay, now that's getting a little intimidating.
It can be, but remember, it's all built on those 4 pillars.
Right, right.
You don't have to jump into the deep end right away.
Okay, good.
Start with the basics,
Right.
master them, and then explore these more sophisticated strategies as you get more comfortable.
Walk before you can run.
Exactly.
Okay. Speaking of inspiration, the ebook also has some case studies.
Yes, some great case studies.
Businesses and influencers using automation to get awesome results.
Incredible results.
Are there any that really stood out to you?
Absolutely. There are a few that I think will really resonate with you. And they really show how versatile content automation can be.
Okay, awesome. Let's hear about them.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some automation magic.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's get into it. So one case study that really stuck with me was about this entrepreneur,
Okay.
super busy, right?
Right.
Just struggling to keep up with their blog and social media.
Yeah.
They were creating great content,
Okay.
but it felt like an uphill battle to stay consistent.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Totally.
Especially entrepreneurs who are juggling so much.
Exactly. So much going on.
Content creation is usually the first thing to go.
It is. It often is.
Yeah.
But this entrepreneur, they found a solution.
Oh.
Automation.
Okay, how?
They started using a social media scheduler
Oh,
to plan their posts in advance.
okay.
So that way their content was going out consistently,
That makes sense.
even when they were busy with other things.
Yeah, you don't have to come up with something brilliant every day.
Exactly. Takes the pressure off.
Okay. Did they do anything else?
They did. They also started creating templates.
Ooh, templates.
Yes, for their blog posts and social media updates.
Okay.
So that way they could maintain a consistent brand, voice, and style.
Right.
Even when they were short on time.
Yeah.
So they could plug in the information.
Okay.
Boom, instant content.
I love templates. I started using them for my email newsletters.
Oh, nice.
It makes such a difference.
It really does.
Okay, so was it just social media and the blog?
Well, they actually took it a step further.
Okay.
They started using an email marketing platform to automate their newsletters.
Okay, cool.
So they created a welcome sequence.
Oh, nice.
Automatically introduces new subscribers to the brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a series of nurturing emails.
Okay.
Delivering valuable content, promoting their products or services.
So they created the system that's engaging their audience.
Yes,
Building those relationships even when they're not working.
exactly. Working smarter, not harder.
That's the dream. That's brilliant.
It is. And the results were amazing.
Oh, really?
They saw a big jump in website traffic, email subscribers,
Now.
and of course sales.
Because they were freed up to actually work on the business.
Exactly. They could focus on planning and creating even better content.
It's a perfect example of how automation can really help.
Absolutely. It's not about replacing the human element.
Right.
It's about leveraging technology to do more.
Reach more people.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about other examples?
Oh, yeah, there were plenty.
Was it all solopreneurs?
No, there was a wide range of businesses.
Oh.
Another one that I thought was interesting was about a marketing agency.
Okay.
They were struggling with client reporting.
Ugh, reporting.
I know, right?
Such a time suck.
It is. They were spending hours every month
Yeah.
manually pulling data, creating these customized reports.
Yeah, especially when you're juggling multiple clients.
Exactly. And it was killing their productivity.
Okay, so how did they fix it with automation?
Well, they implemented a system that automatically pulled data from all the different sources,
Okay.
generated personalized reports for each client,
Oh, wow.
and then delivered them at specific times.
That's amazing. That probably freed up so much of their time.
It did. They could finally focus on more strategic work.
Oh, so was that it?
Oh, no, they didn't stop there.
Okay.
They automated their email communication, too,
Oh, okay.
sending targeted messages to clients,
Thanks, son.
project milestones, upcoming deadlines, even birthdays.
It's like they were thinking of everything.
Right. It helped them nurture those client relationships.
Yeah, without having to, like, remember everything.
Exactly.
Okay, what other insights did the ebook offer?
Well, there was a really interesting case study
Okay.
about an e-commerce business,
Okay.
and they were struggling with personalization.
Oh, interesting.
You know, they knew that personalized recommendations, targeted offers, could boost sales,
Right.
but they didn't have a way to do it manually.
Yeah, personalization is powerful, but it's daunting.
It is, especially with a lot of customers.
Yeah, for sure.
So what they did,
Yeah.
they implemented an AI-powered recommendation engine.
Okay.
So it would analyze customer data
Okay.
and then automatically suggest products
Yep.
based on their browsing history, their purchases,
Wow.
even their demographics.
So they were using AI to do all the heavy lifting.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
And they didn't stop there.
What else did they do?
They also used automation to personalize their email marketing,
Okay, that makes sense.
sending messages based on customer behavior and preferences.
It's all about creating that tailored experience, right?
Yes, making the customer feel seen and understood.
Did they see results?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Like their conversion rates and average order values shot up.
wow, because of the personalization.
Yep. Customers felt like the brand got them.
That's amazing. So it's not just saving time.
Right.
It's about making the customer experience better.
It is, leading to more loyalty and repeat purchases.
That's really cool. What other case studies stood out?
Okay, one that I think you'll find particularly interesting
No.
is about a consultant
Mm-hmm.
who was struggling to manage their online presence.
Okay.
They were creating great content, but felt overwhelmed.
I get it. It's hard to keep up with everything.
It is social media, email marketing, all of it.
Yeah.
So to regain control,
Yeah.
they started using a social media scheduler
Oh.
plan and automate their posts
More.
across different
Wow,
platforms.
so they don't have to be on all the time.
Exactly. No more feeling like you're always working.
Did they use any other tools?
They did. They also implemented an automated webinar system
Oh,
to
interesting.
host online presentations and workshops,
Okay.
attract new leads, engage their audience.
Yeah, webinars are great for that.
They are, but they can be a lot of work.
For sure.
So automating things like registration, reminders, follow-up,
Yeah.
that made a huge difference.
That makes a lot of sense. So they
Yeah.
can focus on the content itself.
Exactly, and engaging with the attendees during the live session.
So they created this whole automated system
They did,
for webinars.
to attract, engage, and convert leads.
Wow, impressive.
And it was all achievable with tools that are out there.
So anyone can do it.
Right. With the right approach.
These case studies are so inspiring.
They are,
They
right?
show how versatile content automation can be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a buzzword.
No.
It's a real way to get better results.
Absolutely.
Okay, so before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about something.
What's that?
We've talked about the good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but what about the downsides of automation?
That's a great question.
Are there any risks?
There are definitely things to be mindful of.
Okay.
Automation can be powerful, but we have to use it responsibly.
Ethically.
Ethically, yes.
So what are some of the risks?
One risk is becoming too reliant on it
Okay,
and losing that human touch.
right. We don't want to become robots.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance.
Between automation and being authentic.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know.
Data privacy is another big one.
Yeah, right.
When you're using tools that collect customer data,
Mm-hmm.
you have to make sure you're respecting their privacy.
And following the rules.
Absolutely. Transparency and trust are key.
Yeah, for sure. Any other ethical things to consider?
Well, we also have to be aware of potential bias in algorithms.
Oh, right.
Many tools rely on algorithms to analyze data.
Mm.
And if those algorithms are biased,
Yeah,
it can lead to unfair outcomes.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
We need to choose our tools carefully.
We do.
Make sure they align with our values.
They're exactly.
It's about using automation for good,
Yes.
not just to cut corners or compromise our ethics.
Well said.
So it's a tool.
It is.
And like any tool, it can be used in different ways.
For good or for bad.
Right. It's up to us to use it wisely.
Absolutely. And as technology changes,
Yeah.
these ethical considerations will become even more important.
This is a conversation we need to keep having.
It is an ongoing conversation.
Well, this has been a really eye-opening deep dive.
It has.
I'm feeling really inspired.
That's great.
I want to start implementing some of these strategies.
I'm glad to hear it. Remember, it's a journey.
Right.
The most important thing is to start.
Take those first steps.
Exactly.
I'm sure our listeners are feeling inspired too.
I hope so.
Content automation is a game changer,
It is.
and it's only going to get more powerful.
And more accessible
Yeah, that's true.
in the years to come.
Okay, so let's move on to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
where we'll give our listeners some practical tips and resources
That's good.
to get started on their automation journey.
Okay. So we talked about what content automation is and why it's important.
Right.
Now let's get into the how.
The how-to.
Yes. The practical stuff.
Because it's easy to get overwhelmed.
It is. There's so much out there.
Yeah, the ebook breaks it down into steps.
It does. And it all starts with figuring out your biggest pain points.
Okay, so what's slowing you down?
Exactly. Are you spending way too much time on social media?
Mm-hmm.
Is your email list a nightmare to manage?
Yeah, find those areas where automation can help.
Exactly.
Don't
Prioritize.
get lost in the sea of tools.
Exactly.
Once you know what you need to focus on,
Yeah,
it's time to choose the right tools.
exactly. And the good news is
Yeah,
there are tools for every budget
that's good to hear.
and every level of tech skill.
That's very reassuring.
You don't need to spend a fortune on fancy software.
Okay, good.
Just start with a few key tools
Okay.
that address your most urgent needs.
The ebook talks about social media schedulers, email platforms, content creation tools.
It does, yeah?
There are a lot of options.
There are, but let's break it down.
Okay, where should someone start?
Well, if social media is eating up your time,
Yeah?
a scheduling tool is a great first step.
Okay.
Tools like Buffer, Hootsuite, Later,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those.
they can help you plan and schedule your posts
Yeah.
so you're not constantly interrupting your day to post something.
I've tried a few of those, and it really makes a difference.
It does. Consistency is key.
Okay, what about email marketing?
For email, platforms like MailChimp, ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign are great.
Okay.
They can automate a lot of your communication.
Okay, like what?
You can create welcome sequences, nurture leads, segment your audience,
Oh, wow.
track your results, all without manually sending each email.
So you can just set it up and let it run.
Pretty much.
Focus on creating good content
Exactly.
that people actually want to read.
That's the goal.
So once you have those basic tools,
Yeah.
you can get more advanced.
Right, you can start exploring things like content repurposing software
Right.
or AI-powered writing assistants.
The ebook mentioned Jasper and Copy.ai.
Yes, those are popular ones.
Those can help with generating ideas, writing different types of content, even optimizing your existing content.
They can. It's pretty amazing what they can do.
It seems almost futuristic.
It does, but it's important to remember
What's that?
these tools are just tools.
Right.
They can help you, but they shouldn't replace your own creativity.
Okay, yeah. It's not about letting the robots take over.
Exactly. Use them strategically
Right.
to make your work better and your life easier.
Okay, I like that. So, any final words of wisdom for our listeners?
Yes, embrace the possibilities.
Yeah.
Content automation can really change the game. Start small, experiment, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
That's a good tip.
There's a whole community of content creators out there
Yeah.
who are ready to support you.
This has been such a great deep dive.
It has.
I'm so inspired.
Me too. I feel like we covered a lot.
From the basics to the tools, even the ethical stuff,
We did.
I hope our listeners feel empowered to take action.
I hope so too.
Remember, everyone, this is just the beginning.
It is.
The world of content automation is always changing.
Always evolving.
So stay curious, keep experimenting, and have fun.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
It was great chatting with you.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
And happy automating.